Alright guys, so we're back and I'm breaking down another trade to end off this week's YouTube videos. First of all, you guys have been showing love to the previous YouTube videos and I appreciate that. I'm trying to drop as much value as I can, and this video is the exact same thing. We're going to make this a 5-minute breakdown, and I hope you guys enjoyed. So I'm going to show you guys exactly how we caught this move, in which this trade really only took us about 29 minutes. In 30 minutes we took take profit. We made 600 on the day. You're going to see a screen recording right now, basically showing us our position and us taking profit. We took it a little bit short, I believe. Not that it's gone. I believe the position we took around was right here, just because we were already so close. We kept denying this level and pushing back up, and I was just like, all right, you know what, I'll walk away with 600. Crazy thing is today I took my first mini contract on NQ over here, right? I took my first mini contract on NQ, and you know, so the very little that I left off was actually another 500. So we left a lot of money on the table, but you know, it's all good. I'd rather be safe than sorry. I didn't want, you know, being Friday, I didn't want anything to reverse. I just wanted to take my profits and get out of there. Get out the market and not give it back, just in case they want to just do some bullshit. Eventually, price actually from our entry dropped all the way down to here. So if you really held our position, it was almost a 9-to-1, which is insane. But I'm not going to sit here and say that I predicted that. I did have a short bias, but I was not going to catch that, and I did not catch that, and I probably wouldn't have even held to here, right? But that's a completely different story. And let's go from, you know, top down. So to be quite frank with you, you know, I kind of figured that we were going to go short based on yesterday's daily candle, right? Every daily candle that pushed forward broke and closed above the previous daily high and low, right? In this case we didn't, and we have a weak candle, and it did not create new highs, right? What it did do is create, you know, these key levels that always kind of happen every single day, right? It's previous daily highs and previous daily lows. That is what it did give us, which every candle gives us, a PDH, PDL. But in this case, that's all we had here, right? Because price to me was already failing to go high. It could have reached this level up here and then we go short. But you know, I didn't really believe that, right? I didn't really think that, especially because price left a daily imbalance here. So because price left a daily imbalance, we failed to close above yesterday's previous daily high. You know, I had a pretty short bias going into this day, even though we've been so bullish, right? We need to pull back from here, so let's see when it could be. We failed to close above, we left some imbalances in the way, and now we just grow down to the daily, to the 4-hour time frame. So when we're looking at here, right, here there's actually not much. There is no fair value gaps that I'd like to play off of, right? So I'm actually just going to go to session, right? Session being right here. So this is now Friday. So yes, price sweeps right here, but this is not Friday sweeping previous daily high, right? Not even that. I'm not even looking to take a trade here, but this is very key right here, us closing and retesting this level perfectly, showing some resistance to the downside, right? Fair value gap created right here is voided by the time we get into session. Well, because you know, it's just not it, right? It's already got tapped into. Price was already built out that imbalance, right? The reason why we don't hold fair value gaps like that is because once they're tapped into, by the time they come into session, think about it, a fair value gap is an imbalance. Once it gets tapped into, that fair value gap is balanced out. That level is no longer valid. So that's why I do not take those levels, and a keynote, just in case if you guys had some, you know, struggles with that concept. So we go into session, and now we're going in, and it comes 10 a.m. and we finally get the sweep of this previous daily high. Now, price indeed could have had a great chance to continue to move up top, and I have a specific setup and guidelines to take that trade and to continue to go upwards, but it didn't, right? Instead, what I expect is, because of the selling pressure, because of my short bias, and because of this imbalance down here, I wanted to target some lows. The first thing I saw was London lows down here, which would have been our first target, right? If we did a short from here, but the first ingredient was basically this sweep at the PDH. Why? Because if you're going to go short, you're going to go long first. If you're going to go long, you're going to go short first, right? And you have to find key levels of where you're going to go first to reverse. So in this case, if we're going to go short, we're going to go long, we need a level to reverse from. It's that previous daily high right here, right? And from there, what does price do? Price is going to do one or two things. Either going to hold and continue the move, or price is going to continue to short, and price actually drops, right? So now we're pushing 10-10. Right now we're pushing 10-10. I get my sweep, I get a fair value gap, 5-minute fair value gap. I also get an inverted 5-minute fair value gap. What this creates is actually it's not really overlapping, so it is not a BPR, but this almost is a BPR. If that inverse fair value gap is somewhere like this and we tap into both, that's when you up your risk, because that's a high liquidity level. Anyways, I actually set a sell limit. Right? This is when I use sell limits. Once I get everything, I don't want to miss a trade. Price wicks into our level, triggers is in, right? And price just continues to drop to old levels right here. Literally an amazing trade, easy trade. The only strategy you need to know. That was the title of my last video, and this is the same premise here, same exact setup as the one in my last video, just going the opposite way. So take a look at this video, go over it, go take a look at my last one, and of course I always teach these concepts. I have over 15 students and we kill it every single day. I hope you guys enjoyed. Like, comment, subscribe, and turn your post notifications on. Deuces.